No, yo creo que estás bien ahí, dale.
Daniela Rodriguez.
Porque la luz no te da de atrás como los niños.
Okay, va. Hello everyone, welcome to Paul's podcast, where we dive into thought-provoking, their perspective, conversations with experts, influencers, and everyday heroes who inspire us and challenge us to think differently. Today, our special guest, we have my very good friend Daniela Rodriguez.
Hi.
From Mexico City, studying right now in Universidad Panamericana. And some of the questions I'm going to interview her are aimed to explore students' aspirations, challenges, support systems, and mental health, providing a comprehensive view of their journey to starting their careers. So, welcome to Paul's podcast.
Thank you, I'm very excited to be here.
So, we're going to start with career aspirations first. And my first question is, can you tell us about your career goals and what drew you to this field?
I think, first of all, I was a very skillful kid. I never had a real path designed for me. I wasn't like a doctor. I wasn't just born to know exactly what I was good at. I was good at very different things, and I think the first step in which I was very the first step in my career and in my life in which I had trouble was deciding what to study in college. And since I was good at very different things, especially math, like math and science kind of stuff, I decided that I was going to study industrial engineering. But going into that career, I saw that they teach you a lot of different things and a lot of different aspects of what it is to be in the in what career you want to be in. And it didn't really help me to focus on one specific path or one specific thing. And so right now, when I was looking for a job, I really didn't know what I was good at or what I could do or what I liked, because I studied very different things. So I think that the first thing that really challenged me was more of a figuring out what to do and what to decide and where to send my curriculum to, because I had no idea how to make a curriculum, first of all, and second where to send it. And then I started, I decided that I wanted to work because I felt like at school I was very limited and I wasn't really challenged enough. I feel like I like to be challenged a lot. And
in school you weren't challenged at all?
I felt like I wasn't being challenged. I felt like everything I learned was very theory-based, and I had to learn it and just take a test, and that would be it.
And now that you are in college, how has your college experience shaped your career interests and choices so far, now that you're into this new way of learning?
Yeah, I feel like college in Mexico is very different from college elsewhere. And I feel like in Mexico, this is my experience, I don't know, but I feel like they are very, squared, I don't know how to explain it.
Very strict in
strict in the ways of learning. And I felt like
historically as well.
Yeah, and I felt like I wasn't really being challenged in ways that would work nowadays. They would be learn whatever this chapter says and take a test. But I would never apply that to what was happening around the world right now. And I feel like this year and these couple of years we've been up against a lot of challenges, and the world has been changing very quickly. And when I was in college, when I go to study in college, I don't feel like those things that change are being addressed as much. So I felt like I wasn't being challenged in a more real way in the real world.
And now that you are in colleges, what are the three main challenges in balancing your studies and starting your career through looking for a job, and how you overcome them?
I feel like one of the things that I'm I don't want to say afraid of, but I feel like I have to get more prepared in, is I feel like I'm going to take work more seriously than I take schoolwork.
Okay.
I feel like going into work, you feel like
you
have a lot more responsibilities.
Yeah.
If I don't submit a homework or if I don't do well in a test, at the end of the day you can always go back and try harder next time or whatever. But in work, I feel like if they ask you for something, it's harder to say no, or it's harder to like not do it correctly. So I feel like at the end of the day, what's gonna be more challenging for me is balancing that I have two different responsibilities that need the same amount of work and same amount of attention. And even if I'm at class and I feel like I don't need to pay attention and I can be doing work while I'm in class, I have to balance it out and say, no, I have to also listen to what they're saying, and I still have to learn. Not because I got a job, that doesn't mean that I won't learn at school too, you know?
Yeah. Talking about mental health, everyone suffers from mental health issues, and many students are struggling with stress and trying to maintain that positive attitude. And how do you yourself manage stress and maintain your mental health while juggling with work and responsibilities? I know that you're not working right now, but right now, how are you overcoming mental health issues?
I go to therapy. That's like my number one, first and foremost. I go once a week, and that's like a very good way of channeling and like letting out different emotions that I don't know I have and that are stressing me or that are pulling me back. But I've also gotten a lot into meditating and like hypnotherapy, and I feel like it's a way of isolating your mind from whatever you're doing and connecting your mind and your body and like breathing and just getting down to earth in that moment with yourself. And I feel like it's a very powerful tool, and if you get the chance to like start meditating, it's hard at first, and there's also different ways of meditating.
Yeah,
At first
I do it
didn't
myself,
know.
and then it's hard to like do it every. I have an app called Chopra that helps you as well. Like when you're driving to school or like I put it on and I meditate like while driving, which is something that people. It doesn't have to be like you're meditating in like silence. You can meditate like active.
Yeah, that's
active meditate.
That's what I didn't know. Like before getting into it, I really didn't know that there were different types of meditating and meditation strategies, and it's amazing how there's different ways that adapt to your lifestyle and what you need at that moment. And
this is super important, I think, because we live in a stressful world, of course, and we need support from everyone, of course, a therapist, but we also need support from the people around us. So who or what has been your biggest support system during this transition from student and going to working professionally?
I think always my family has always been very supportive of me, and they've always helped me in every way they can. Also friends that have started working before I have. It's been amazing how
you talk to them.
And they start giving you advice on balancing your life, but also on going out on weekends, but also on like doing your work before the weekend so you have time, and also like establishing your times at work. Because I feel like sometimes I don't know, but sometimes like your bosses and the people you work with think that they have a lot of time, and they think that you're not really at school, or you have free time and you can do something they ask for. But I also think that you have to be very specific about the times you're at work and the times you're working and the times you're not. And I also think that there is I want to talk about something that I feel like I really struggled with while I was starting work. I was rejected multiple times from a lot of places I was submitting my CV to and everything. I was rejected all the time. And I think that I was very against my parents helping me or people I know helping me get into a job.
Yes, and we are scared asking others because we think that our parents they give us our education and that's it. Like we need to figure out ourselves. But
you also think that you can do it, and you know you can do it, so you want to like
do it.
Get a work because you did it or because you got it. But I think that one thing I learned is that you have enough time to prove yourself inside a job, that you have to also reach out to people and take the opportunities that surround you. I felt like I'm very privileged that I have a lot of friends and a lot of family friends and my family that can help me and that offered help for me to get into a job. But I always felt like that was a loophole, or that I was taking a easier path.
Yeah.
And I feel at the end of the day, you always have time to prove yourself. So if you have the opportunities, take them.
Yeah.
You will never be less because you took an opportunity from someone or because someone offered you a hand in something. You will never be less for that. You will also always have the time to prove yourself. And if you're still in that job, it's because it's for you, and
Of course.
you
deserve
made
it.
that effort. So
It's
yeah,
meant for you.
that's just something I wanted to say because I felt like I really struggled deciding into letting someone help me or me finding it myself.
And like, for example, now that we're talking about positive experiences, can you share a positive experience or achievement? I know that you got into a job recently. Can you talk about that more? And yeah, just a positive experience while I started working while in college and what? How was
When I started looking for jobs and applying, I interviewed with this very important partner in the firm I'm going to start working at, and I was very scared because I thought I didn't have skills. I thought I'm learning things at school, but I don't really have any skills. Like I don't have a diploma, I don't have like anything that can back me up. And as I was talking to him, he said he was very interested in my profile because I was very determined to start working. And that's one of the things that he's repeated over and over again to me, that one thing that's very valuable and that's a really big skill that you don't really think is a skill is wanting to work and wanting to learn.
So if you have an interview, be
Just
willing to
want
work.
to learn, want to work and want to
And
learn
learn.
and ask questions.
And Red, this is my final question. What steps are you taking now to prepare for that future career job? And how do you plan to continue growing professionally and personally during this time that you have achieved?
Right now, I'm starting to like wake up early because that was a big thing I was very scared of. I didn't really feel like I was
I
gonna.
know, it's a struggle. to
Yeah, wake up at 5 a.m. and then like balance out working out, going to school, going to the.
You don't have to work. You don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. You can wake up early just to
I know.
get things done. You prioritize work, exercise.
Yeah, but I feel like it's harder to prioritize that when you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm
Waking
starting
up
to
early.
like making up my routine and like establishing my time, so I really know that it's going to be hard, but I'd rather like have that down and have that ready.
Have your day ready for the next day.
Yeah.
That's it. You need to organize yourself.
Yeah, and just I'm also like not good with agendas or anything like that, so I feel like I have to start getting into like scheduling my
Preparing.
day and preparing for everything that comes. Cause
Meetings.
yeah, and no. So
I struggle with that as well. I
time.
take with my psychologist. I talk about how important it is to organize yourself. I use Google Calendar if anyone uses it, and I use like I even put when I drive to school because how long it takes me to drive to school.
Yeah, that's
You should,
important.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can put that too. How much time it takes you to go to work and then come back to eat to your house and then go to exercise because everything counts. Even if like showering also counts. I put shower in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I write everything down so I have a good idea of what my day looks like and I think that has helped me.
Yeah, and that makes your day less stressful because you know what you're gonna do every
Next.
second of the day.
Thank you. And anything else you would like to share for the people out there? Final message.
Just get on it. It's gonna be okay. If you get rejected, it's because it wasn't meant to be. It's fine. Like you'll get there.
Perfect. So this was Finding Your Passion and a Journey to Your Dream Career with Daniela Rodriguez. And of course, a reminder that on this channel we believe in the power of stories and ideas to transform lives. Let's elevate our lives together through third perspectives, one conversation at a time.
Thank you.
So thank you everyone for watching and see you on the next video.
Ay, está cute.
Me encantó.
Sí.
Está muy cute.